Hello guys, this is Black Knight and this is what if Deku becomes all for gods. So sorry guys if I didn't upload for 2 days so because I was really tired or something like that and need to plan something about this. Yeah, that's all. So I was really tired and that sucks. So it's going to begin. Bye. Deku was born. He wanted to become a hero, always smiling, and Deku always watched the All Might video because he saved people. And Deku wants to become a hero, always becoming a hero. He always act like a hero. He always smiled like a hero. And one day, Deku was going to the doctors, and the doctors said he's quirkless. He was decimated about this because he doesn't have a quirk. No, he doesn't have a quirk, and he's quirkless. He can't be a hero. And Nico just takes Deku to her house, and the next day she saw Deku just watching the old video, and he was crying, and he said, "I could be a hero without a quirk." And Ingo just hugs Deku. She was crying. And she said, "I'm really sorry, Deku. I'm really sorry." And the time skip. Deku was 15. And Deku was quirkless, still quirkless. And Deku just wanted to be a hero, but he can't. He doesn't have a quirk. And the next day, Deku just walks to class and just sits down and don't talk about nothing. He doesn't have no friends because he gets bullied so much by Kachan. And the teacher was saying who's going to UA, and all the classes says I, and Kachan was talking about he's going to U because he's the strongest and he's the smartest and he's the best thing but he just rambling on, and the teacher was a little mad about this, and he said about Deku, "You going to UA, Deku?" And all the students look at Deku and laughed. And Kachan just used his explosion at Deku, and Deku just flew back, and he was looking at Kachan, and Kachan said, "You can't be a hero, you quirkless nobody," or something like that. And Deku just runs away and was crying about this. He was going to the bathroom, he was crying about this. And Deku was crying, and he heard a boy screaming at him. He said, "Stop crying, kid, else I will beat you up, kid." And Deku stops crying, and he thinks about he wants to die. After class is over, Deku just goes back to his class, and he's picking up his stuff up, and he saw Kachan just looking at him, and he just used his explosion at Deku, and Deku just flew back and landing into a window, but it wasn't broken. And Kachan looks at him and said, "Don't go to UA, Deku. I will beat you up, and I will never, never hold back." And Kachan left, and Deku just looks down and just said, Why this is happening to me?" And Deku just stood up and just was checking his stuff, and he just lost his notebook. And Deku just doesn't care about no more. He just leaves. He never checks his notebook. He doesn't care no more. He was walking and he was thinking about stuff, his life. And Deku was thinking about that, but he's not giving up like that. He was thinking about going to be a hero. No one will shatter his hero-ness. And Deku was laughing and saying, "Ha ha 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 ha." But the sludge villain appears next to Deku, and Deku just looks at the sludge villain, and he just runs, and the sludge villain said, "You are a perfect host." And the sludge villain captures Deku, and Deku was trying to escape, but he's too strong, and Deku was trying to struggle, and the sludge villain was laughing. And Deku knows he's going to die. He never knows his idol will tell him he could be a hero. And All Might appears, and All Might punches the sludge villain, and Deku passed out. After a couple minutes, he woke up, and he saw All Might just tapping him, and he said, "You okay, kid?" And Deku just said, I'm fine, I'm fine." And Deku just said, "Thank you about that, All Might." And he just brings a piece of paper and said, You might give me your autograph?" And All Might did give him the autograph, and All Might just said goodbye, and he was jumping, but Deku just holds on his legs. He heard a kid screaming, and he looks down, and he saw the kid before, and he was screaming, "Let go, kid, let go!" And Deku said, "I can't let go because I can't fly. If I let go, I'd probably be dead." And All Might was sighing and said, "Fine." And he lands. He was tired of holding All Might, and Deku did the same thing in the anime. He was talking about he could be a hero, and All Might just deflated and become his small might. And Deku just said the same words, and All Might said, "You can't be a hero without a quirk." And Deku was decimated about this, and he was sad about this. He was sad about this. He thought his idol would say he could be a hero without a quirk, but no, he was wrong. He was wrong about this, and All Might just left. A couple of minutes ago, Deku just leaves the building, and he was walking, and he was sad about this, and probably might be going to kill himself, but he has that little chance of becoming a hero without a quirk. And Deku was walking, and he saw a group of people just standing there, just watching something. And Deku goes to the crowd, and he saw the sludge villain. And Deku was shocked about this, and he thought All Might was holding them, but he drops them. And Deku remembers about this, and he remembers he was holding his legs, and he was holding the sludge villain, and Deku was maybe going to throw up in horror. It's his fault. He dropped the sludge villain, and Deku just looks at the heroes, and they were doing nothing. And Deku just looks at the sludge villain, and he saw it. He saw Kachan was captured, and Deku just was guilt inside him, and he just runs to the sludge villain. And Deku was thinking, what the heck happened? I didn't move. And he was running, and the sludge villain said, "Oh, it's you again. It's enough for you to be here, and now you're going to die." And Deku just throws his backpack, and the sludge villain was blind. Deku tries to free Kachan, but the sludge villain attacks Deku, but All Might appears and helps Deku and Kachan as the sludge villain. And one person was watching and said, "Oh wow, All Might, I thought you'd never help them." And All Might just did the same thing in the anime. He punched the sludge villain. All Might changed the weather, and All Might just got praised by his action, and people were surrounding him and saying he's a great hero. And Deku just got scolded by the heroes because he doesn't have a quirk. He was crazy about that, and Deku was sad about this, but he saw Kachan was praising by his explosion, and Deku said, "Hey, oh my, oh," but he was saying those words, but All Might said, "Kid, you need to stop doing this, kid. You will die one of these days, kid, if you become a hero. Okay, kid? Just become a cop. That's the best way." And Deku just lost hope of being a hero. He lost everything right now. He lost everything he wanted to become a hero. And he just got crushed by his idol. And Deku feels he wants to die. He wanted to die really bad. Deku saw All Might praising Kachan, and Deku was crying about this because he's the person bullied Deku, and he said, just kill yourself. And Deku was crying about this, and Deku runs away, and tears flowing in his eyes, and he went to his house. And Deku just opened his door, and he saw his mom just looking at him, and said, how you doing, Deku? And Deku said, it's fine, I'm fine. In Deku's mind, it's not fine. It's never fine. Deku knows your mom didn't support him. He knows she didn't say those words. No one said those words to him. And Deku just goes to his room. And Deku just sits down and just thinks about his life. His life sucks. Just wants to die. After Deku just thinks about this, he heard his mom saying time to eat, and Deku just eats his food, and he finished eating, and he takes his shower, and after a couple of hours, Deku and her mom just went to sleep, and Deku just woke up early in the night. He just looks both of his hands, and Deku just clenches his hands and said, damn you, All Might! Damn you, All Might! Damn you, All Might! Damn it. Damn it. I need to be calm. I need to be calm. And Deku just was mad. And Deku just gives up. He just gives up being a hero. He gives up being a person. Just gives up everything. And Deku he just opens the door and just leaves his house. He goes outside and he thinks about his life. He never saw his dad that much. And Deku just walking to a building, and he just go to the top of the building, and he thinks about Kachan saying, just kill yourself. And Deku just said, fine, Kachan, fine, I will kill myself. I will die here. I want to die. And Deku was in the edge, and he just jumps. That's the end, guys. If you like this, subscribe. If you don't, and put that like button if you like it. And if I know, that's the end. So guys, the next one is gonna be the Grim Reaper. It's gonna be PG-13 or 18. I don't know, probably put 18 for now. So that sucks, but the next one, that's also. So sorry guys, I didn't upload that much, so I was really tired, and so that's all. See you guys, have a wonderful day, peace.